Every classic TV family seemed picture-perfect on screen, but behind the laughter were real people facing struggles, triumphs, and unforgettable moments that shaped television history. Let's step behind the curtain and discover the real stories of 9 beloved TV families that defined generations of laughter, love, and legacy. The Brady Bunch, a family built on chemistry. What began as a simple blended family sitcom turned into a cultural touchstone. The chemistry among the cast wasn't just acting, it was real. Florence Henderson, who played Carol Brady, became a true maternal figure to the younger cast, even offering advice and encouragement off-camera. Robert Reed, who portrayed Mike Brady, often clashed with producers over storylines he thought were unrealistic, but his dedication helped shape the show's family values. As the series grew in popularity, the actors became overnight sensations. Barry Williams, who played Greg, famously admitted to having a teenage crush on Florence Henderson, which both later laughed about in interviews. The Brady house, both fictional and real, became a pop culture icon, symbolizing an idealized version of American family life that millions still cherish. Even decades later, reunions and spin-offs continue to draw viewers who can't resist stepping back into that cheerful, blended world. Yet behind the smiles, some cast members struggled with the pressures of fame. Maureen McCormick, who played Marcia, later revealed her battle with addiction, stemming from the strain of being seen as America's perfect daughter. Despite the challenges, the Brady legacy remains one of resilience, love, and laughter, a reminder that even the most perfect families have their flaws, and that's what makes them real. The Partridge Family, a real-life rock and roll story. The Partridge Family wasn't just a TV band, it was a pop phenomenon. David Cassidy, who played Keith Partridge, became a global teen idol almost overnight, leading the show's hit songs on real-world tours and topping charts. His fame skyrocketed so quickly that it created tension both on and off the set. Shirley Jones, his real-life stepmother, played his TV mom, adding an extra layer of authenticity to the show's dynamic. Behind the scenes, the cast often dealt with long hours, constant rehearsals, and the pressure of being both actors and musicians. Cassidy's frustration grew as he felt trapped by the clean-cut image of Keith Partridge, even though he wanted to be seen as a serious musician. Still, the show's joyful energy kept audiences coming back, with songs like I Think I Love You defining an era. Even after the show ended, the music endured. Fans continued to attend Partridge Family reunions and tribute events, keeping the band's legacy alive. For all its fame and challenges, the series remains a testament to the magic of music and the unique bond that forms when real family ties meet fictional stardom. Leave It to Beaver, the show that defined innocence. Few shows captured the ideal of 1950s family life quite like Leave It to Beaver. Jerry Mathers, the boy behind Beaver Cleaver, grew up before America's eyes, learning life lessons right alongside his audience. Behind the scenes, the cast truly cared for one another. Barbara Billingsley, who played June Cleaver, often baked cookies and brought them to the set to make everyone feel at home. Tony Dow, who played Wally, became like an older brother to Jerry off-screen too, offering advice and encouragement. What viewers didn't know was that the show's writers often based episodes on real stories from their own children, which helped keep the dialogue and situations genuine. This authenticity made the Cleaver family feel like a real household to millions of viewers. But the show's innocence was a double-edged sword. As the cultural landscape changed in the 1960s, the show's nostalgic tone began to feel out of step with reality. Yet, decades later, Leave It to Beaver still resonates as a comforting reminder of simpler times when family meant learning, growing, and forgiving together. Please show your support for the channel by subscribing, liking the video, and hitting the notifications bell so that you never miss a new video. The Addams Family, spooky, kooky, and surprisingly sweet. Behind the macabre humor and gothic charm of the Addams Family was a cast that couldn't stop laughing. Carolyn Jones and John Astin, as Morticia and Gomez, shared such genuine affection that fans often assumed they were married in real life. Their chemistry set a new standard for TV couples, one built on passion, respect, and unconditional love. Off-camera, the set was filled with mischief. The props, from Thing's crawling hand to Cousin It's flowing hair, often malfunctioned, sending the cast into fits of laughter. The crew loved the family atmosphere, and despite the spooky setting, the mood was anything but grim. Everyone from Lurch to Uncle Fester contributed to the joyful chaos that made each episode unforgettable. Though the show lasted only 2 seasons, its legacy endures through countless adaptations, films, and even Broadway productions. The Addams Family proved that being different could be beautiful, and that love and laughter could thrive, even in the most haunted of houses. The Beverly Hillbillies, striking oil and comedy gold. When the Beverly Hillbillies premiered, no one expected it to become one of the most watched shows in television history. The Clampett family's fish-out-of-water story struck comedic gold, thanks to the perfect blend of slapstick and heart. Buddy Ebsen, who played Jed Clampett, brought years of vaudeville experience to the role, grounding the show's humor in warmth and authenticity. Off-screen, the cast became a tight-knit family. Irene Ryan, who played Granny, was adored for her fierce work ethic and sharp wit, while Donna Douglas, Ellie Mae, won hearts with her kindness toward fans. Despite its country charm, the show often satirized class differences and consumer culture in ways viewers didn't immediately recognize. Behind the laughter, though, the show's success also brought creative clashes. Producers struggled to balance humor with social commentary, and Ebsen occasionally grew frustrated with the increasingly outrageous plots. Still, The Beverly Hillbillies remains a timeless comedy about family, pride, and finding joy no matter where you strike oil. The Waltons, a family that felt like home. The Waltons wasn't just a show, it was comfort television. Rooted in love, faith, and resilience, the series drew from creator Earl Hamner Jr.'s real-life experiences growing up in rural Virginia. The cast's bond mirrored the family they portrayed, especially between Ralph Waite, John Walton Sr., and Michael Learned, Olivia Walton, who shared an unspoken understanding that brought emotional depth to every scene. Filming such heartfelt material often left the actors emotionally drained, but proud. The children on the show truly grew up on set, forming lifelong friendships that extended beyond the cameras. Richard Thomas, who played John Boy, said the sense of unity on the set made it feel like a second home. Even decades after the show ended, The Waltons continues to be rediscovered by new generations. Its message of togetherness through hardship remains universal, proving that family, in its truest sense, isn't about perfection. It's about love that endures. All in the Family, changing television forever. When All in the Family premiered, it shocked audiences with its unflinching look at real social issues through the lens of family life. Carol O'Connor's portrayal of Archie Bunker was groundbreaking, turning a stubborn, flawed man into one of television's most complex characters. Behind the scenes, the cast's chemistry kept the show from becoming too heavy, even during tense topics. Jean Stapleton's quiet brilliance as Edith balanced Archie's bluster, while Rob Reiner and Sally Struthers added heart and humor as the younger generation challenging old ideas. Norman Lear, the show's creator, encouraged open discussion among cast members to ensure authenticity in every episode. The show didn't just entertain, it started conversations across America. Behind the laughter were moments of vulnerability and understanding that changed how families and viewers talked about the world. All in the Family proved that comedy could be both powerful and profoundly human. The Cosby Show, Redefining the American Family. In the 1980s, The Cosby Show broke barriers by presenting a successful African-American family with humor, warmth, and intelligence. The Huxtables became a symbol of aspiration and love, inspiring millions. Felicia Rashad and Bill Cosby's on-screen partnership radiated balance and respect, setting a standard for family comedies. The cast formed a real sense of community, with rehearsals often turning into family dinners or jam sessions. Behind the scenes, the atmosphere was filled with creativity and laughter, as the younger cast members grew into their roles under Rashad's nurturing presence. While later controversies would cast a shadow over its legacy, the show's cultural impact can't be denied. It redefined representation, expanded opportunities for Black actors and writers, and reminded audiences everywhere that family strength transcends stereotypes. Full House, a family built on second chances. When Full House debuted, it brought heart and humor to the modern, unconventional family. Bob Saget, John Stamos, and Dave Coulier shared an off-screen friendship that mirrored their on-screen brotherhood, often ad-libbing jokes that made it into the final cut. Their bond gave the show its natural warmth and humor. The young cast members, especially the Olsen twins, grew up under the gentle guidance of their TV dads. The set was known for its laughter, practical jokes, and genuine affection. Behind the laughter, the actors leaned on each other through personal challenges, proving that this Full House truly was a family. Even years after the finale, the cast continued to reunite, with Fuller House reviving the spirit of the original for a new generation. The show's message of love, forgiveness, and togetherness still resonates, proving that family, however it's built, can always find a way to laugh again. Behind every laugh track and perfect dinner scene were real people sharing something deeper: love, hardship, growth, and connection. These 9 classic TV families taught us that what makes a family isn't just blood, but the bonds we build through laughter, understanding, and heart. Whether we grew up with the Bradys, the Waltons, or the Addamses, each of these families gave us more than entertainment. They gave us timeless lessons about what it means to truly belong. Which one of these TV families was your favorite? Leave it in the comments below. Click on the link for another great video we are sure you will enjoy.